We all hate paying AI video generators to render short clips, but WanGP has just dropped and it lets you create full videos entirely offline. And today I'm going to be breaking down how you can run it on your own old graphic card. At the end of this video, you will have your own application where you can generate videos with even a 1.3 billion parameter model. If you are new to the channel, welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local AI free tools and models and build practical AI projects with them. And today's focus is the WanGP tool, which runs 100% offline on your own local hardware. To run this tool, you just need a small amount of graphic memory, so even an old graphic card can handle this smoothly, which is incredibly friendly for people on low budget. And it supports over 15 plus top tier generative models, so you get access to absolute best technology to do endless creative work on your own local setup. And it uses a cache methodology on the animation to do a 50% speed up on the video generation. It is also a complete powerhouse for all of your media. You can make videos, pictures, sound, and voices together, as it combines 4 massive tools into a single generation engine. And the best part is that everything is running completely local, so there is complete privacy of your data, and you don't have to pay for any paid APIs at all. And if your graphic card constrained, there are 8-bit and 4-bit quantizations also available, so you can run the full accelerated pipeline no matter what your setup is. Now, before going into the architecture of this model, I'm going to be downloading this in my own system. You can either go for the Pinocchio app, which offers one-click simple setup, or if you already are working on a coding environment, you can just copy this command, go to any of your terminals like I'm using Google Anti-Gravity, and paste that here. So this will basically clone the full Wan2GP pipeline and install all the Python and neural network libraries that are needed to generate the videos. I'll be also giving this full command in the readme file, which will be available in first link in description and pinned comments. So just paste this command and just press enter. Now while all the dependencies are installing, let us look at the architecture of this tool. The system smartly manages your entire computer memory behind the scene, as it splits heavy tasks so your computer does not freeze. So whenever you run any video generation pipeline, it does not create the duplicate memory and instead recycle all the heavy files that are already available. And this neat trick only uses your RAM, so your graphic card will thank you for this. And generating moving pictures is also really snappy and fast, as a special memory trick called Animate to Cache speeds up the entire process so you don't wait for a long time for the video render. And for making the long videos, it uses a sliding window technique where it extends the short video clips into the long cinematic sequences and even blend the end of your clips beautifully so you will not see any ugly sudden jumps between the different shots. And the characters will also remain entirely same throughout the video, as the tool remembers their face and clothes across shots, which solves the biggest problem that we have with the current video generation tools. And this tool runs completely in autopilot, as there is a hidden helper working in the background which processes your entire video generation task like splitting, transcription, and frame colorization, while your GPU is idle and available for usage. And if you don't want to run their browser application, you can use their headless CLI as well, which directly run all the generation in the command line itself, saving you precious memory if you are working on a low-end computer graphic card. And if you have a custom style, it will automatically transfer all of them across the learners, so you don't have to load them every time you're working on a new workflow. And the entire creative pipeline is really simple. First, it will take the simple text idea of picture you are giving, and then it uses highly compressed versions of popular video brains, so these small quantizations can run really fast on even a low-end computer. And then the initial draft of the blurry videos are enhanced using the Flash VSR technique, which fills in small details and also smoothen out the whole motion in the video. And finally, it generates matching sound for your clips, or you can also replace your own audio using these same libraries, so you have full creative control over your final video. So now the model has completely downloaded in my system, and it has installed itself in this Wan2GP subfolder, which I can just directly run by changing the directory to this folder and running the WGP file using Python. You can also pass on some arguments if you want a specific mode. For example, you can use image to video by just passing on I2E argument. For now, I'll just use the default mode by copying these 2 commands, going to the terminal, and pasting them here. So the application has launched in my own local browser. I can select the different modes, like if I just want to give a text and generate the video, I can go for the text to video mode. But if I have some reference image, like an image of a character that I want in the video, I can go for the image to video mode as well. And then you can select your model basis your graphic card availability. So let's say if you have some 4 to 6 GB of VRAM in your graphic card, you can go for the 1.3B smallest mode, as the higher models will at least need 24 to 48 GB of VRAM in your system. So for now, I'll just go for the smallest mode of 1.3B, and I'm going to give it a prompt that I want Doraemon eating Dora cakes in a cozy street market in a 3D animation style video. And then you can give some negative prompt as well for the things that you do not want in the final video. So here I'm just giving that I do not want a blurry, distorted or a low quality video. Then you can also change the generation settings, like how much steps the model should take. If you increase the step, it will take more memory and more generation time, but the quality will be better. Similarly, you can change the number of frames that you want and the FPS that you want in your final video. So again, if more the FPS, the more smooth the video will be, but it will take more time and memory. And then you can fix the seed as well, because these kind of AI models just use a random setting to generate each video. But let's say if you want to fix that randomness, you can give any seed number, so the next time also it generates a similar video. Then you can change some advanced settings and click on generate video. Now while this is doing the processing, let us look at the benchmark numbers of this tool. So the testing shows that this is a leading model in the low VRAM space, as it even runs on graphic cards that have launched years ago. And the generation speeds are also really good at 18 FPS, which is ranked number 1 for the similar weight class, saving you 62% memory in the generation process. And if you want the best speed of the video generation, you can go for the distilled 4-bit quantization of LTX 2.5, which will require at least 8 GB of VRAM in system, but will give you 24 FPS video and 40% faster generation speeds. And then you can go for the higher models as well, like Minimax H3 and Hunyuan Video 1.5. But as you go higher, the VRAM requirements will also keep on increasing, and it is not just locked to a single brand of hardware, as if you use alternate graphic cards of AMD Radeon, you are also covered, as it can run the 8-bit quantizations in 8GB to 16GB VRAM graphic cards. But if your graphic card does not have that much memory, you don't have to worry, as you can go for the direct CPU or RAM offload, where you can just go for the 4-bit quantization and offload everything to your 16GB of system RAM. So this is perfect for individual developers who hate paying monthly fees for video generations, as you will get a massive tool without paying a dime, but you need to ensure that you meet these kind of minimum requirements. So now let's see if the video is ready. Yes, video is completely generated, and I can even download it by clicking on this download button. So let's play the video. So I can see Doraemon is walking in a street, and I can see Dora cakes in background. The style is also entirely 3D animation, which I had asked, and I'm able to get a 6-second smooth video by just waiting some 10 to 15 minutes. But if you want some complex video generations, you can enhance the prompt that I had given and also go for the higher models, which will be able to generate multiple scene video while running completely local. And there is also an optional upgrade on the LTX 2.5 model, which gives you even sharper pictures by refining the tiny visual details in your scenes. And you also have full control of how the video denoising will happen, as you can directly inject some specific frames to guide the whole model, which gives you precise control over your final output. And this tool is not just for making some final moving pictures. You can even edit your static pictures, as it is even packed with integrated background removal tools also. As let's say if you have a canvas or a picture that you want to be extended, you can use their canvas extension feature, which will understand your scene and fill in your missing borders. Or you can also download direct styles into the applications, so there's no need to browse any messy external websites just to download some styles. And the audio tool in this engine also isolates all the different people speaking naturally and strips out all kind of different background noises or static, so your final background will sound incredibly clean and perfectly natural. So that was the full breakdown of WanGP, an all-in-one local generation tool specially optimized for GPU poor systems. I'll be putting this full readme file with the full installation guide of this model. Just check the first link below in description and pin comments. As usual, let me know in comments if you want me to cover more such AI tools and models, and follow the channel for more AI builds, updates and workflows.